Got it. Okay. So next up is what I found to be a little unsettling, to say the least. But, people out here will find different ways in their minds, or they think in their minds that they can get away with crimes. And this particular Detroit native, um, former CFO, I'm sorry, pleads guilty to embezzling over 40 million. William A. Smith, a longtime chief financial officer of the Detroit Riverfront Conservancy, admitted in court to stealing more than 40 million from the organization over the course of a decade. That's 40 million over the course of a decade. The Conservancy, a nonprofit dedicated to revitalizing Detroit's riverfront for public use, was unknowingly funding Smith's lavish lifestyle through a complex web of fraud. From 2012 to 2024, Smith used fake companies, unauthorized credit card spending, and forged documents to funnel millions into his own accounts. He spent the stolen money on luxury goods, travel, and personal expenses, all while deceiving the very organization he was trusted to protect. Smith now faces up to 40 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud and money laundering. Smith used fake companies, he used unauthorized credit card spending, and of course, he forged documents. He spent the stolen money on luxury goods, travel, and personal expenses, all while deceiving the very organization that trusted him to protect them. He has agreed to pay over 44 million in restitution. This shocking case highlights not only the depth of Smith's deception, but also the impact such crimes can have on a community focused institutions that rely on public trust and funding. I mean, what can you say? And this is the crazy thing. I do deals all over the country, y'all. I have a lot of different clients coming my way. And at one point, a couple years ago, this guy came to me and tried to, do a deal. I don't know if it was legit at the time. I'm not sure. But, we were literally looking at moving forward. And for whatever reason, I'm going to say God above, nothing came about the transaction, but I had dialogue with this individual. Seemed to be a good guy. I can't even, say that. I felt like it was something shady going on. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it was or if it wasn't. We didn't end up doing any business, so I can't, really speak on that. But I do recall him coming to us, to do a deal. And the reason I know it was him because he has the famous name Will Smith. So I feel sorry for the conservatory. That's the riverfront. That's Detroit riverfront. Can you imagine what they could have did with 40 million? That's a lot of building. That's a lot of putting people in, place to get jobs. And this guy wanted to, be fly, drive expensive vehicles, live in plush homes, and for what? How do you think you can get away with taking $40 million from someone? What is it that goes through your mind when you took the first dollar and you thought, let me go take 10 more dollars? $100 more, $10,000, $1 million, $10 million, 20 million. Like, what is going through your mind as you're going through that situation? I just can't even imagine. Is it that you're just waiting for the day to come where you know your ass is going to get caught? Because that's typically what happens. You're not about to scheme and scam somebody out of $40 million and not get caught. I don't even think you can get away with $1 million, 5 million, couple 100,000. But once again, these people, they build up this trust with these organizations. The organizations turn a blind eye because they feel like they've entrusted in you to handle the business of the organization, while every day you're looking these people in their face knowing that you're stealing from them. That's just crazy to me. I don't understand how you can be that greedy to the point where you can't just work for yourself and get to 40 million. If you could take 40 million, if you got the skill set to take 40 million right up under somebody's nose, you should have the skill set to go get you some millions. So, I don't know what's going to happen to this gentleman. I wish that, he would have thought about this before he took the opportunity to take from the community, because when these types of things happen, they don't really, they don't give you no restitution. They bring the hammer down on you. And most people say and think the hammer should be brought down on you. So, Mr. Smith, wherever you are, I know you got a lot on your back. I know you got a lot on your brain right now, but you had a lot on your back and a lot on your brain when you was taking these millions. So, you know, the law will speak. You're innocent until proven guilty, but I'm assuming you're not even that anymore because you pleaded guilty. I'm assuming you did that, so you won't be looking at 40 years because this is an older gentleman. I don't know how many years he's going to get, but if he got 40s, his funeral will be in the jail cell, or however they go about it. When you pass away in jail, that's the fate that he's really up against. I don't know what his family is, thinking or doing right now, but I would say prayers to them unless they were involved, because nobody really expects one day you wake up and your world is in mayhem because of the actions that your loved ones have taken. And a lot of times you just become guilty by association, unfortunately. So I wish Detroit and the Riverfront Conservancy Conservancy the best, because 40 million just gone, because I'm not sure if they got some of that back, half of that back, any of that back. But, that's a real deep hole to dig yourself out of, especially when you have plans to beautify a city that deserves to be beautified, especially the riverfront. So, you know, we'll see what happens. More to come on that. All right.